Many people say waiting for economic recovery is like waiting for Godot and it's never going to arrive. I think that's too pessimistic, but we have to acknowledge the economy faces four very strong headwinds. First of all is the deleveraging which we need to undertake in both the public and private sectors to get down debt. Second, there's all the restructuring which needs to take place within the banking system to reduce the bank balance sheets and getting them on a sustainable footing so they can lend in the future and so they can fund economic growth as opposed to the current situation where it's the Bank of England which is funding economic growth. Third really strong headwind is the euro crisis. As long as that's at the top of the news and on the front pages of the newspapers, then that leads to precautionary behaviour by companies and consumers. And fourth, and very significant, there's the squeeze on household incomes because inflation remains much higher than earnings growth, and that means people don't have as much money to spend. So those four headwinds have held back the economy over recent years. They've led to the L-shaped recovery, the one L of a recovery we've often talked about, as opposed to the more normal V-shaped bounce back you get in a traditional economic upturn. So those are the four big obstacles. That's the bad news. The good news is that there is one big change over recent months, which possibly is now leading to sustainable recovery. It certainly means that for the first time, we've not only got a headwind, we've got a following wind as well, which is propelling growth forward. And that big change is the growth in the amount of money in the economy. The Bank of England targets a measure called M4X. That's growing by around 5% per annum. Over recent years, it's hardly risen at all. That doesn't mean we're going to get a V-shaped bounce back, but it does mean economic growth in 2013-14 is going to be ahead of most people's expectations, in my view. 1.5% this year, maybe 1.5% plus next year. Not worth a party, but not worth a wake either. The big risk remains, though, the euro crisis. If that comes back, it could yet bite a big hole in that recovery. Let's hope it doesn't.